are you going?
Good evening and welcome to the video. Vegan Ultra Runner here, and tonight we're going to be looking at Cota versus Jermall Charlo, with Jermall Charlo delivering a brutal third round knockout over Cota. This also carries a little bit of controversy. So here's the fight. Boom, big right hand drops Cota, and you can see he's all sprawled out on the ground momentarily, and he does make a pretty fast ascent. He does get up on his feet pretty quickly. But you can definitely see from that prior footage that he did go down hard. You see he staggers forward, and you can just see by his body language that he is definitely pretty stunned. That was a brutal right hand that Charlo landed on him. So you can see he's holding himself up by the rope, on the rope to support himself. You can see he's definitely not there. And J80 takes his hand off the rope, rubs his gloves against his shirt, and gets him back in the fight. Now, it's a pretty common thing in boxing for knockdowns and things like that, so it's definitely a hard one to call. There's a lot of people out there saying that J80 should have stopped the fight at this instance, as you're going to see soon. Jermall Charlo almost kills this man by the look of it. You'll see it in a sec, with a brutal 1-2 combination that floors Cota. Here we go. 1-2, bang, and that's him spark out. So this is where the controversy is. You can see he got knocked down first by that right hand, and then J80 put him back in the fight. He was only on his feet for a few seconds before Jermall Charlo put him out again with a beautiful right hand. So there's a lot of people calling out J80 for this decision. It is a difficult one though. However, in boxing, knockdowns are common. There's been plenty of times where people have been knocked down and have got back in the fight to win or draw, or redeem the knockdown. So it's not as cut and dry as a lot of people on the internet make it out to be. It's definitely a difficult one. So we can see here there's an article just going through the controversy of the fight. So it's one of those situations. I was talking to a boxing friend of mine, and it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if J80 waved it off after the first knockdown, there'd be critics out there saying that he waved it off too early, possibly. And then in this instance, he gave him a chance. For someone like Cota, who's, to my knowledge, is a pretty unknown fighter. This is a big deal for someone like him to be fighting Jermall Charlo. It's an opportunity of a lifetime for him. So the referee also has to take that into account. That to give him a fighting chance at having a good crack at Jermall Charlo. So yeah, it's a bit of a pity. I don't like to see fighters getting knocked out like that. So yeah, I mean, a recent example of a fighter getting knocked down and then returning to rally again was Tyson Fury in his heavyweight bout against Deontay Wilder, where he got dropped in the 12th round and just narrowly beat the 10 count and managed to finish the 12th and final round and scored I don't know if it was a majority draw or unanimous draw or whatever, but it was a draw anyway. So things like this do happen. It's a bit of a hard situation for especially the referee J80, who's a very experienced referee. Call it off too soon and you'll get critics, and then call it off too late in this instance here and you're going to get critics as well. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's part of boxing, to be honest. So yeah, that's my thoughts and comments on the situation. So I just hope that Cota makes full recovery and doesn't suffer any detrimental effects from this KO loss to Jermall Charlo.